Okay, I'll go ahead and let you guys know that I think there's only 3 players on my team that are eligible to be redshirted that I'm not redshirting. That's we'll get to those here in just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and redshirt Wright. He's rated 79, which is the same as Horner and Henderson, but I'm gonna go ahead and redshirt him so that I can have 4 full seasons with him as well. I decided that the freshman Ramsey, the halfback that's an 80 overall, I'm going to redshirt him as well. Rhodes is going to be the starter this year. He's 83 overall, and he was good in the time that he played. So if he gets hurt, then I might unredshirt him, and I probably will, but I'll probably stick with him redshirting this whole year. Wide receivers, there's only one player that's eligible to be redshirted, and that's Thomas, the freshman, 73 overall, and he's going to get redshirted. I'm not redshirting. This is one of the players. Gary Harris is not getting redshirted, but I'm going to redshirt the freshman tight end. This is a second player, which is the left tackle, who's a 79 overall. He's not getting redshirted either. We're going to redshirt our 75 overall freshman. He'll be good next year. 68 overall freshman center is getting redshirted. Our 77 overall freshman right guard, who I thought was going to end up starting for us, he's going to be redshirted as well. And, oh, I did not redshirt this guy. I forgot about him. The 66 overall freshman right tackle. I'm not going to redshirt him, but I am going to redshirt the one below him. Freshman left end is getting redshirted. This is another guy I'm not redshirting, is the senior right end. He's going to stay there playing. Nash, I didn't think I was going to end up getting him. You may remember I ended up getting him. I am going to redshirt him though. I'm not going to redshirt this 59 overall right end though. He's terrible and probably won't make the team next year. So I'm going to redshirt our freshman defensive tackle. Earlier in the offseason, I did not think there was any way I'd be redshirting him, but I'm redshirting him and the sophomore that played for us last year. I struggled with who to redshirt on my left outside linebackers, but I decided Leslie Gray would not get redshirted, but I would go ahead and redshirt the other 2 freshmen. Middle linebackers, none of them are eligible, so none of them are getting redshirted. Right outside linebacker, Arnold, sophomore, he played good for us last year, but he's going to get redshirted this year. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance here and redshirt all 3 of my freshman cornerbacks. It's kind of questionable redshirting Kenny, but I decided this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do that. I'm also going to redshirt my backup free safety, who's a 70 overall, and my freshman 77 overall strong safety. So that means that Tyler is going to get an opportunity to play some corner, some backup free safety, backup strong safety, and everywhere. We're going to have players everywhere for that. Nothing to do at kicker, and I'm redshirting our punter that we recruited. So overall, lots of redshirt players. If I end up struggling, we may come back and unredshirt a few of them, but for now, we're going to go with this. I really think this will set me up in good shape next year, and that's what I'm looking for, is building this program to where next year we can be a powerhouse. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go look at the depth chart, and you see I got Horner starting because I'm redshirting the freshman. Rhodes is starting as well because I'm redshirting, I think his name was Ramsey maybe? I can't remember for sure, the running back. He's getting redshirted, the 80 overall. Stewart, nice looking fullback. Looking good at wide receiver. We do have a tight end that is going to be our 6th string wide receiver. Other than that, our top 5 are really good though. Kind of just scroll through this. You can pause it if you're interested in seeing it in closer detail for the line. Hickey is going to be all over the field. He's a backup senior, I believe, middle linebacker, and he's like everywhere backing up positions. Even in the defensive tackle position, literally, he's, I think, on every position. Down there, 5th at cornerback. I have a 4th string is going to be a freshman running back. Since I know he's the 3rd string running back, I'm not too worried about him playing a little cornerback. Hickney there, 3rd string free safety. He does not show up though on the strong safety. I think that's the only defensive position he's not backing up. Kicking, Edwards, the freshman, redshirted freshman, kicking for us. Our punter, we redshirted a punter, you may remember. Okay, so returners. I know I'm going to change this up, and I forgot to look at that. Our top 2 wide receivers are Campbell and McNair. I want to make sure they are not returning kicks. That is very important to me that they do not return kicks. So McNair and Campbell. So we'll switch Valentine with McNair. So we got Stewart. Oh, we don't want Campbell there either. So Valentine with Campbell. So Stewart and Valentine are okay to return kicks. So do not want Campbell or McNair returning them. In fact, we're going to go ahead and move Bush up there to the 3rd one. Same here. Valentine there. And Bush there. So it should look the same. Yes, it does. And we're going to roll with that for our kick returners. I don't like those starting wide receivers returning kicks because it gets them tired and it's just another play that they can get injured on. So I don't like to let them return kicks. What's going to be most interesting for us this year is going to be Horner at quarterback. He is a true freshman, or he's a redshirt freshman, I mean. But he is going to be a big downgrade from Sturm. I believe Sturm was an 86 when he left the school. So this is a 7-point drop. It's going to be something new for us this year. Going to be interesting to see how we adjust to it. Rhodes, though, is an 83 running back, and he has proven in the past he can carry the load. So we're looking forward to that. Maybe you need to run a little more. But we have a wide receiving crew that is off the chain, including the tight end as well. So it's going to depend on quarterback play if we're able to throw the ball. We're not going to try to throw it to these guys if the quarterback can't get them the ball. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this year. So I think that's going to wrap up the preseason, and then we'll see how we do and look at our schedule in week 1. Welcome to week number 1. That's right, we're back at it. Week number 1, season number 3. Let's go over here and check out championship contenders for this year. OMG, check that out. We are ranked number 31 right now, and we have an outlook of number 6 in 2018. They're projecting us right behind South Carolina. Number 6 in 2018, that is awesome. I cannot believe that. Nice looking outlook indeed. Now let's look at the, if we look down here a little ways, you got Texas State. There's Texas State. That's lilshef. Make sure you go check out his channel and see how he's improving the Texas State Bobcats, because he is on the hot seat this year. Literally on the hot seat. Let's take a look at conference outlook. And they are projecting us to finish number 1 in the Conference USA West. They are projecting Marshall to finish number 1 in the East. And they're projecting a rematch, and they're saying Marshall is the best team in the conference. So I'm not going to argue. They did bring back their starting quarterback. He was, I think, even on the All-American list quarterback. I think he's second team last year. So Marshall is a very good team, and they're looking really good. As we jump into recruiting, you can see I've already allocated all my points. These are the guys I'm going to really push after this season. We got a cornerback. All of these guys are defense except for the wide receiver and quarterback that I'm pushing after really hard. Lots of good players on my list. After week 1, we'll see how interested they are in the school, so we can kind of make a decision based on that if you want to leave them on the board or not. One bright spot is Lance Kelly, the number 1 guard, has already committed to our team. What a surprise that was. An instant commit from Lance Kelly. Definitely going to look forward to plugging him into our team. We play the FCS Pirates, the Southeast, I guess is who that is. And we're projected to win. Herbie's picking us. This should be a very nice opening season win for us. We should get some experience, get to see how our freshman quarterback does and how the team looks as we have a new team. I don't feel like this team is as good as I was last year, but hopefully we'll be good enough to get a win. So check this out. We won our first game of the season 27-0. We actually didn't score at all in the first or fourth quarter. Interesting. We did kick a couple of field goals though. Our new freshman kicker didn't do too bad. Our defense was on point in this game. 172 yards of offense is all we allowed for them. Wow, that is nice. I can see already a negative spot is that we turned the ball over twice. We had 2 interceptions, and that's from the freshman quarterback that I have been worried about. I've been expressing how concerned I am for a while. He was 18 for 35 with a touchdown and 2 picks. We did run the ball, get this, 52 times for 277 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Hoyner played and Henderson played. Henderson was terrible. He is bad every time he plays. This poor guy. 3 for 10 with a pick. So Hoyner was not too bad. 15 for 25, 145 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. That's not that bad for his first start ever. Rhodes ran it 19 times for 108 yards and a touchdown. Hoyner ran it some. Nash, 9 carries, 43 yards, not too bad. Curious to see how we did receiving, and here we go. We got Harris, the tight end, with 7 catches, and Rhodes with 5, the running back. Wow. And then our number 1 wide receiver, Campbell Jr., had 4 and a touchdown. As we do every week, we'll check out the championship contender, and we are up 4 spots to number 28 this week, and we're still resting number 6 in 2018. So very excited about that for 2018. And I don't know if you noticed, but we're now a prestige of 3. We have a 3-star prestige. So that means we prestige in the offseason, which is good for us. So our coach, our defensive coordinator, Pete Golding, gets the upgrade. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade his road closed. Their defense will players gain +3 block shedding for games. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we're going to check out the injury report and check this out. Our defensive tackle is out for the season. Our right guard is out for the season. So these are 2 devastating injuries for us. So as you saw on my recruiting board last week, we had a lot of good players up there. Well, almost all of those are gone. I did a lot more scouting in this week, and I found a few guys that I think are some gems that I'd really like to push after, including this Trent Perry, the wide receiver. He's a +8, I believe. Yeah, he's a +8. He's a gem, and no one has offered him a scholarship yet. And I mean, I offered him one, of course, and we'll see what happens next week. But hopefully, we'll jump way up on his board. This safety, no one's really going after either, so we're hoping we can add him. We're just putting a few points on a few different players this week. Next week, we'll know more and see where we stand for recruiting. So we're going to have a rematch of our bowl game last year. We played Air Force in our bowl game and won. So we're going to play them again this year, and this is going to be our next game. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Sim Dynasty. Make sure you go check out Lil Chef's channel. It is linked in the description as always. Thanks again for watching.